Okay, so yeah, the Courageour Knights just watched Bill and Ted Face the Music.
Yes.
So, what did you think of this movie?
I thought it was pretty good. It's a very heartfelt movie, I guess. It kind of felt like, to me, it felt like kind of like an older movie, maybe like an 80s movie. It kind of had
Yeah,
that type of the same way it was set up and everything else. So it's kind of had that 80s feel to it, which is kind of lacking what you see nowadays.
yeah,
A lot of movies that come out.
yeah. A lot of movies try to capture that '80s feel, and Bill and Ted did it.
Yeah.
of all the movies to nail it, it was Bill and Ted.
Yeah. Bill and Ted is the one who does it.
Yes.
It kind of has like that modern look to it, but it has like a lot of the 80s type of movie feel to it, which
Yeah.
kind of wish I would make more movies like that, but I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon.
Right. Yeah. This. No, I agree. I mean, it's yeah. It was funny, and it was just a fun kind of war movie to watch, is which is
Yeah.
something we need these days. But yeah, there was weirdly like some emotional moments, and I think it's just because of the nostalgia and everything, but it just worked.
Yeah. There's a lot of callbacks, I guess, to the older movies and everything
Oh
else,
yeah,
so.
yeah. You don't necessarily need to watch the other two to understand what's going on, but to get all of the details, you do.
Yeah.
To understand how the universe works, you kind of have to watch the other two.
Yeah, and I guess on YouTube right now, I guess if anyone was wanting to watch this movie, I guess YouTube, they're showing both of them, like
Yeah,
Bill and
both of
Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bogus Journey.
yeah, both of them are free on YouTube as far as I can
Yeah,
tell.
yeah. It's always good to always watch before watching this one.
Right.
Anyone wanted to look,
Yeah,
get the
so
full scope.
yeah. Yeah, so I really liked how it kind of combined the first two movies. So you had the time travel aspect, but then you also had like the afterlife kind of thing from the second movie.
Yeah.
And they brought Death back, which is always good because he was a hilarious character in Bogus Journey.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I like that. And I like the robot Dennis Caleb McCoy.
Yeah. Yeah, Dennis Caleb McCoy. Kind of thought it was gonna be like a Terminator, but he's like not.
Yeah, like he kills everybody. He's just like, oh no, oh
He gets
no.
beat up by a bunch of prisoners.
Yeah, it's most non-triumphant.
It's like the worst robot in existence.
Yeah,
Well, it definitely kind of feels like it definitely ends the chapter of Bill and Ted, I guess, because
yeah.
I
I
don't know if
don't.
they would ever want to make another movie after this. Which I guess they
Yeah,
could with his daughters, but
they
maybe.
could. They could. Some people complained about the daughters or whatever. I thought they were fine. Like they did a really
Yeah,
good job.
yeah, they were there definitely for like a specific reason. So it's kind of like they weren't just like shoehorned in there. Definitely were integral to the plot. That's
Yeah,
for
they were
sure.
integral to the plot. They weren't shoehorned in, and the story basically explained them. Like they end up being like the saviors of mankind in the end, but it didn't feel out of place because both characters had spent their entire lives like obsessed with music. So it makes sense
Yeah,
that they would know which people to pick and how to organize it and everything.
yeah, and it's almost like it almost feels kind of like a passing the torch
Yeah.
as well, because
Yeah, exactly.
they went on their own adventure, I guess. Like
Right.
Bill and Ted had their separate adventure, and then they went on their own adventure, and it kind of like combined at the end,
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
almost
yeah.
the end of
They
the
did
movie.
need to combine everything, which worked. And I
Yeah,
thought Bill and Ted's journey was really funny because they're constantly like fighting with future versions of themselves.
yeah.
I thought that was
Gotta keep
pretty.
going into the future.
Yeah, that was pretty clever. I thought like
Yeah,
I would have liked them to do like alternate timelines or parallel universes or whatever, but they kind of did something similar to that, so it sort of worked.
yeah,
Even though it's the same, I think it's actually funnier that it's the same two that they keep running into all the time.
yeah. They know where everyone's gonna be at every single time.
Yeah, yeah. So I thought, yeah, overall, really fun movie. definitely just lighthearted entertainment, which is something everybody needs in 2020, especially.
Yeah, especially nowadays. It kind of almost had like a very COVID, like at the very end, it's almost like there were like people in COVID were just like dancing and playing music.
Yeah, they almost had like a social distancing type of thing. So yeah, it was fun. And there's just something like personal experience, it's just something that was really cool about watching two lifelong friends hanging out and watching it with my lifelong friend. So, it's kind of
basically
surreal experience. So, yeah, that was kind of cool. So, yeah.
This is probably the good way to do it if they want to actually, like, if Hollywood wants to make a movie using old characters.
Yeah.
It's not like a Ghostbusters 2016 or whatever, stuff like that. They kind of change everything around. This one actually still follow what they had before.
Yeah, this might be the only one of all of these reboot, remake, whatever sequels that didn't ruin the previous movies.
Yeah.
And kept true to all of the things that happened while still progressing the story.
Yeah. Because you had like Bill and Ted's still the main focus, but it introduces other characters and everything else.
Yeah, and even though they have side plots and all that kind of stuff, but it works. The new characters fit in the universe really well, and they're
not just like there for no reason.
Yeah, so I mean, overall, I would say
killing off the old characters for no reason.
Yeah, they didn't just kill off the old characters or like ruin their storylines or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
like Ghostbusters or even Jurassic Park, Jurassic World
or Star Wars, Terminator.
All that.
Literally.
It's like Bill and Ted is the movie to follow. It's kind of strange to say. Bill and Ted is the movie to follow.
Bill and Ted. Formula. Yeah, Bill and Ted is the only movie that nailed the formula.
Yeah. Of everything. Bill and Ted has done it.
So, yeah. Definitely check it out.
Yeah, good movie. Recommended. Highly.
Highly recommended. Alright, so we're going to close this with a few parting words.
Be excellent to each other.
And party on, dudes. Thanks for listening.
See ya.